Okay, we're back again. Well, if you've been running through this, it becomes the transition from one to the next becomes seamless. Think of this like watching the time. You say it's 12, but it's 12:01. You know, it's 1 second, 2 seconds. As soon as you say it, it's traveling on. And so this is the same type of thing that's happening here. We're at the top. We've reached 8. We head back down to the bottom from 8 down. Now, we started at the bottom with our right foot forward. We now put our left foot forward, which means that our hips are pointing towards this nub. Our body is now pointing here, and now as we go through everything, we're in a reverse stance. So we were in a natural stance to start with. We're in a reverse stance now. And so as we do it, we're going to find that before we were far more closed. This is more of an open aspect. We're a little bit more open to what's happening here, but we're also beginning to close this person down. So when we were over on this side, we were working of moving everything this way. When we move this way, we're working to move out. So we're pushing, we're opening that person out. On this side, we're kind of closing things down. We're closing it in. So here we're opening up. Over here, when we're right foot forward or in a natural stance, we're closing things down. It's just a way to look at it from a yin and a yang point of view. We look at that because, like I was mentioning in early videos, our palms are constantly breathing. And so we think about this by aliveness within inside of our body, like on the shoulder barges. Remember, some of the things as we were going through, I actually watched a couple of videos and I realized that I'm really far out. It may not seem it because as you're looking at this from the video, but there's a big base at the bottom of this. And so I'm forced to stand out. Really, you would be toe to toe. You know, if this was a physical thing, you'd be in closer. And so this is really where our training takes place. I'm showing you out here because it makes it a little bit easier for, first off, for you to be able to see what it is that I'm doing. But it also makes it a little bit easier as we slow things down to actually see them. So if you see me taking a few seconds to go through, it's because I spent a lot of time doing it quite quickly. And so it's good. It's a really good aspect to be able to do this, to put it down on video, because then it gives me an opportunity to go back and take a look at the stuff that I'm doing and to correct it a little bit. And believe me, there was a few things within those basic tapes, the first ones that I put out, that there'll be some corrections for. Now, the corrections are not necessarily to what we've done, but they're add-ons to what we've done. They're correcting the form. It's easy to learn, like when we're starting with the first one and we're here, this is where we be. This is where we be, nice and close. See how my thumb is almost touching my other hand. I could slip that hand inside of that hand. It's that, it's that close. And the same with this one. Whenever it's coming around, it's wah, it's bah, right? It's that charge, but that's what we're doing. So this, we're firing out. See, as I'm doing this thing, I'm firing out, pushing away from it, wah, right? Wah. My body's firing forward, and my waist is, it's doing this thing. So as it's, I'm going to try and do it left, right, left to show you how the torso twists work as we go through it, because nothing is static. Whenever you hit, as soon as I hit, I'm not stopping there. It's bah, it's there and back, bah, ah. Like that's the beginning of the second movement right there. Like bah, so I hit it, it goes left, right, right. See what's happening there? I was about to pull my hand back, but it's actually forwards because I'm pulling it down. So there I'm going right, left. See what's happening here? This hand is scooping around Because if I come across and I grab that arm, I scoop it around, look what's happening there. I'm catching part of the arm there. So, bah, there. I'm scooping it around. I'm catching part of the arm there as I'm scooping it around. And you see this twist, left, right, left. Wah, bah. So it's that that's happening. That's really, ramping it up. And so, like I said there the last time, you're not only getting this circular thing, but it's like waves crashing on the beach. And so we're creating this vortices that's doing this, but we're also doing that the wave crashing on the beach. And so by creating this, that's what you're getting. That's vortices, but as the vortices, it's crashing on the vortex. It's crashing on the vortex as we're doing that turn. All right, so we're here. You see that? There's a thing. It goes across, so it's left, right, left. Well, pulls down, right, left, right, left, cross, 2, 3, right. See that? It's coming across. That's into the right. So we're getting that. Remember, on the second one, as we come through, we're right? Like that's where we're coming through. Right like that. The hand right up through the back. Now remember, as you're doing that, it's spinning. There's this spiral, this spiraling, spirals up, spirals across, spiral. See, and it's that it's like, like you're, I don't know, mixing something in a bowl, right? Like you're, but grab, there's the arm, you're, and it's that, like that's the drive-through. We'll go up to the top. We're going to go back through this, I promise. I want to go through it like a qigong. There are multi-methods of using this this process. We're doing the basic process. What we learned in the first videos were the basic process. We're now going to step into a more advanced process, and then we'll go to the most advanced process, and then from there we'll step it back. And like I said before, it's the mountain. You're climbing up, then you've got to step back down, because in order to firm up the mountain, we go back down to the bottom. It's like anything. If you understand something, whenever you go do that thing again, it becomes easier and easier and easier. And the more times that you do it, the more times that you improve upon it, the more times that you understand. By understanding something, we bring something to it. And so we're understanding something that is going to happen inside of you. It's happening physically of what I'm teaching you, but what's happening internally will be yours. Will be yours. It'll bubble to the surface what is you, not what's me, not what's this guy, not what's them. It'll bubble to the surface what's you. It'll give you your freedom to express and experience your inner uniqueness and your abundance and all these things. Okay, so we're here. Now remember, on that second one, but we went out. So this one, we shot back with the right. It went right, left. We went back. Then this one comes forward again. We're blocking down that arm. But see, my arm isn't stretching out. My body is stretching out. So my body, strike, like So that's where we are. So here we are. Now on this third one, we are actually going out to the outside and across. Now the reason for this is that first off, we could be striking along, along the jaw, somewhere like that, and going across. But in reality, what we're doing is we're trying to get this pull across so that whenever we get that bah, wah, and see that's wah, bah, yeah. So wah, it doesn't have to be great big. Everything is close. Everything, your elbows over your knees over your toes. You have to be very careful with this for a couple of reasons. One is that you can end up twisting your knees or hurting your knees. That spirally motion, if you take it too far, can really exert pressure and tension on your knees. And so, like I keep saying, it has to be that spin up, but wah, it's like a rubber band. As the rubber band reaches its tension, it goes back through the other side. And it's the same type of thing here. Imagine a rubber band, wrapped around your wrists. And so I can go so far with my wrists that I can't, that I can't get out of. And so if we look at it kind of like that, it'll give you that smallness, because that's what we're really looking for, is to really compact what we're doing, to make it as small as possible. Somebody